You just released a new book, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Did you want to say a little something about
Now we're gonna watch the second video that I still did with the same hypnotist, Austin. The first one that we just watched was one of the highest performing video on his channel, so he invited me again for another time. So we're gonna watch this one together with a bit more fun exercises.
All right, let's go.
to take a nice deep relaxing breath in and sleep now all the way down deeper and deeper. To the deeper you go, the better and better you feel. And the better and better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. And the next time you open your eyes, you will find yourself feeling completely normal, but you will find that your language slowly goes from normal to that of your favorite animal. Next time you open your eyes, you will speak completely normal at first, but find that your language goes from English to that of your favorite animal. Next time you open your eyes, you will find...
You know, I do have a strong resistance against this thing, like clucking like a chicken or barking like a dog. If it's all for fun, it's all good. Okay. But something that I wanted to mention is that you can do this kind of games, but keep in mind that some people will have a strong reservation against this, especially when we talk about language, because you never know who do you have in front of you. Another example that came to my mind is that during the Elman induction that we use the suggestion of forgetting numbers to get relaxed. Some people, if they work with numbers all day, if you tell them something like that, they could actually get scared about it. No, I cannot forget numbers because that's my life, that's my job. But it's only for this moment, of course, like you have to explain it a little bit. And they're usually fine after it. We're not going to delete numbers from your memory or even your names, like you're going to get it back. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But some people can have strong reaction of fear also.
Yeah. It's good that you mentioned that, because I remember when we did the training together, you talk about the counting down of like 10. It does remind you of the time when you had surgery.
Yeah.
So when you point that out, my mind went instantly to my surgery time, because basically you need to be the one saying all the numbers out loud is for them to really see if the anesthesia is working. So my mind also went there, but of course after you pointed out. So your subconscious might also have some kind of special association with the experience that you are doing in a hypnosis session, then your mind can just go there directly.
And bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it definitely can.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah.
That your language that you speak goes from normal to that of your favorite animal slowly. So on the count of 3, your eyes will open. You will find that the more you talk, the more your language begins to transform from that of English to that of your favorite animal. Next time you open your eyes, you notice your language going from English to that of your favorite animal.
Meow.
As you begin to find yourself only able to speak just like your favorite animal would. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, perfect. Doing good, feeling good so far? All right, any questions so far? Okay, perfect. So you just released a new book, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Did you want to say a little something about your new book?
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds interesting. How long have you...
She just released a new book. Well, actually it was some time ago now, but...
Yeah, it is. So that's actually how Austin got me into making this episode together. He said, well, it will be a good chance for you to promote your book.
Okay, sounds good. All right, perfect. And freeze.
Yes. I could add something here, because this is the second time we worked together, and he kind of changed the way how he gave the suggestion. So basically in our first session, we did a very classic and turning into chicken part. And what it doesn't really work for me is that I associate myself more with like a baby chick, you know, those like really furry ones that you hold in your hands. So I turned...
Literally the chicks.
Yeah, so I turned into, you know, this little chick that I was just going like this. So I was getting very comfy and, you know, not like the aggressive roosters that goes, you know. So I gave him the feedback afterwards. So now that I'm even watching it again, I noticed a lot of the things that he was probably doing it intentionally is that he said a lot of your language is changing from English, which is not my native language, but it's a language that I'm commonly using. So your language is turning from English to the language of your favorite animal. I think he got into that idea because I was already posting quite a few videos online about my cats, so he knows I like cats. But that's kind of the feedback too, when you are speaking to the person, that you also need to know like what really worked for them. Because I also work with another hypnotist that he did the part where like when you wake up your hair will smell amazing. It's the most amazing smell in the world, but I don't have one. So it's
you don't
not
have a favorite one.
Yeah, so it's not that I didn't accept that suggestion, but it didn't work for me because I just don't have a smell to even tell. So that's important too when you're speaking to the person, that you also know what really worked for them. Of course, a very important thing is how suggestive the person is, but a lot of times you also need to tune into the language, which in this case, he was really like specifying is like English, and to the language of your favorite animal.
You brought me to a point in which I was thinking of an experiment, a psychological experiment that I've watched. Basically, there was a teacher for children. There was just a question. Imagine your favorite color. It's so easy. It's really easy. You can pick one, and it doesn't matter which one. But kids can take this suggestion really, really strongly. Okay, what is my favorite color now? Because I like green, but I also like blue. Which one is my favorite? And they couldn't move past this. So when you go really into the detail, it's really helpful to know the person, to have that kind of rapport, to know what they like, what they don't like, to guide them even better. Because if you give them a choice which is so stark, sometimes it could also create an internal conflict in somebody. But it's an extreme case. We were talking about children, of course, but sometimes this issue can also show up in adults.
Yeah.
All the way down, sleep all the way down, the deeper and deeper you go, the better you feel. The deeper and deeper you go. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 5 down to 1. And with each number I count, I want you to just go down deeper and deeper into hypnosis. So that by the time I reach the number 1, you can just go down into that deepest state of hypnosis possible for you. And in fact, when you reach the level 1 from the countdown, you will go into a deep state of hypnosis where you can just allow yourself to be completely and totally hypnotized. And this level of hypnosis is a bit different, as you are normally used to being hypnotized for hypnotherapy or demonstration purposes, but this time you're going to go down into a deep level of hypnosis. A deep level of hypnosis where you are able to be hypnotized for comedy hypnosis purposes.
I was actually waiting for the final suggestion to give you the purpose for this, because if he gives you the suggestion that you can go to the deepest level of hypnosis that you can, I would have give an anti-coma suggestion, like that you will still be able and willing to speak and communicate with me. I think because I think that your deepest level it can be quite deep. I could test for anesthesia and you probably would on that level and not feel anything. But he said the purpose. So your mind was able to your subconscious was able to elaborate which is for comedy. So you know that you have to be on a level in which you will be able and willing to speak.
So in a moment, I'm going to count down from 5 down to 1. And with each number I count, you just feel yourself sinking and drifting deeper and deeper into hypnosis. So that by the time I reach 1, you will just be into that deepest level of hypnosis that deepest level of hypnosis possible for you, where you allow yourself to be completely and totally hypnotized like people are in comedy hypnosis shows, where they are just able to respond to every suggestion instantly and automatically and to the best of their abilities, full of confidence in each suggestion and free of any self-consciousness. 5, going deeper and deeper. 4, feeling better and better. 3, letting go completely. 2, all the way down now. And 1, that's it, entering that deepest level of hypnosis where you can just instantly respond to every suggestion given. As for the remainder of this session, everything I say can just instantly become your reality. The moment that I say it, as you simply think what I tell you to think, feel what I tell you to feel, and do what I tell you to do, because you are allowing yourself to be completely immersed in this wonderful state of hypnosis where all you need to do is simply relax and follow suggestions. And it feels so good to only have to do those simple and easy things. The next time you open your eyes, you will find that whenever you say the word hypnosis, you instantly sleep back down into a deep state of hypnosis, just for a few seconds before coming back to normal.
That will be the trigger.
Next time you open your eyes, whenever you say the word hypnosis, you just instantly sleep back down into a deep state of hypnosis, just like when I say the word sleep to you. So the next time you open your eyes, whenever you say the word hypnosis, it's as if it's a magical word as you just instantly sleep back down into a deep state.
Hypnosis. I was checking if the suggestion was still there, so it got removed. Okay.
Of hypnosis. For just a few seconds before you wake back up and continue where you left off. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, good. So, your new book that you released, would you say that people need to be familiar with hypnosis before, for them to get the best out of it?
No, we actually didn't really associate it to hypnosis at all. But the inspiration of writing it comes from working with our clients during our hypnotherapy sessions.
Okay, perfect. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. Make sure you're nice and relaxed. Take a nice deep breath.
Yes. So I can make a comment.
You should have said hypnosis and go under technically.
Yeah. So that's a suggestion he gave, but I gave him the feedback afterwards. Is that this is totally personal. I don't get the suggestion very well when it's like mixed up in a sentence. So for some people it does work. So because like we are in a conversation, hypnosis is only mentioned here and there, and that doesn't really work very well for me. But I have done a session where the hypnotist will say empty, and then my mind will go empty. So if the empty word is kind of like mixed up in the conversation, I wouldn't have picked that up. But if he just stares at me and say empty, and that will work magically. So I think it's very personal thing. So I gave the feedback to both of them that I just realized after doing this kind of session for a few more times that I don't pick up the words in a sentence or in an ongoing conversation, but I'm very suggestible when the suggestion is given to me directly and with a bit of a force.
And I was thinking also that probably the specific word hypnosis, it's a poor choice for you to use on you.
Yeah, that
because
could be too.
That's already in your consciousness. You know what it is, you know how it works, and you use this word kind of often, of course, for your job.
That's true.
So using that word as a trigger, which is a word that you commonly use, and it does have a specific definition for you, it might not work as well as empty, which is in a way a painted word. It doesn't have any other significance against unless empty, void of nothing. There is nothing. So that's a strong definition of the word that can actually accompany the feeling. And you don't use the word empty that often in a normal sentence. So yes, it shouldn't be mixed up too much.
That could be, because I do feel it's not that I don't notice the word when I said it, So as I was saying that, I still got this little, like I felt my mind flip for a second, but it's just not as strong to really put me back again. Yeah.
Relaxing breath in. And sleep now all the way down. Sleep now all the way down. Deeper and deeper. That's it. Deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. And the next time
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna use this. The better you feel, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. Because you change the order of the words, and I think it worked. Just changing the order, huh?
Yeah, so after working with him, I'm now using this for all my sessions too.
Yeah, it works quite well.
Yeah.
Your eyes. Whenever I ask you a question, you just instantly forget the answer. Whenever I ask you a question, you just instantly forget the answer. The answer just completely leaves your mind. It completely drifts away, completely floats away, out of sight and out of mind, just like those helium balloons did earlier. The next time you open your eyes, whenever I ask you a question, you just instantly forget the answer. Your mind just goes instantly blank whenever you try to answer a question. Next time you open your eyes, your mind just goes instantly blank, completely blank and empty whenever you try to answer a question. It doesn't matter how simple the question is or how easy the answer is. Whenever you try to answer a question I ask you, your mind just goes instantly blank. You instantly forget it. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, perfect. Feeling good?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So what's the name of your new book called?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, sometimes things, just escape our mind. Maybe an easier question. What's your name?
I feel I can see it.
You can see it. All right, we'll get back to that too. And freeze now. And sleep now into hypnosis. Sleep now into hypnosis. Deeper and deeper. And so the deeper you go, the better you feel.
The part I said I feel I can see it, that's really how I felt at the time. Like I do see my name in front of me, and then for some reason I just cannot say it. Now I'm watching it again. I think that's also kind of depending on how the person understands the suggestion. Because for me, it's like he said, like you just forget the answer. I think the understanding of forgetting an answer is kind of vague, because forget is like you knew, but now you don't anymore. I kind of know it is there, the answer is there, but I kind of has a distance that
You cannot reach it.
Yeah, I cannot reach it. So that's why I said I feel like I can see it. Yeah, that's how I felt at the time.
Okay. I think I will give you my honest reaction to this, but not just yet.
Okay.
The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. And on the next count of three, your eyes will open, and you will believe that you are hypnotizing the viewer. On the next count of three, your eyes will open, and you will believe that you are hypnotizing the viewer. However, you will find yourself falling under your own hypnosis. You will find yourself responding to your own hypnosis and find yourself just completely hypnotizing yourself and putting yourself to sleep. The next time you open your eyes, you will begin to hypnotize the viewer. However, you will find yourself just very easily and quickly falling under your own hypnosis as you put yourself into a deep state of hypnosis. You will use a relatively quick induction and find yourself very easily and very quickly being hypnotized by yourself. As on the next count of three, your eyes will open and you will do a hypnosis induction to hypnotize the viewer. However, you will find yourself just completely and totally falling under your own hypnosis as you hypnotize yourself back into a deep state of hypnosis, just like you are now. If you understand and accept that suggestion, just gently nod your head as it sinks all the way into your mind and becomes your reality. That's it. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, perfect. So a lot of people wonder what hypnosis feels like. So I thought Maybe you could do a little induction, hypnotize the viewer for them to try it.
Sure. So one of my trick is to look yourself in the image. So I do have like two screens on me. So when I look into the camera, basically, what I'm actually looking is like a focus point.
Mhm.
So the longer that you stay on it, and your eyes will start to get more and more tired. And feel the weight of the eyes blinking. And just allow it to drop to relax without any resistance.
That's it. Sleep now, deeper and deeper in hypnosis, feeling better and better, the deeper you go.
I love that you give yourself that small moment of comfort. Also, that you
Yeah, I know.
that you found your right spot on the chair. Also,
Yeah, I really wanted to sit more comfortably. Yeah, because I have to say there were a lot of things going on in my head. So when he was giving me the suggestion, I thought, oh, that's quite creative. Because of course, when you're a hypnotist yourself, and then you're kind of judging the other person's technique too,
Yes,
because
you
you're
are.
also learning, you're trying to figure out what they do, or trying to kind of get ahead of their game. So when he was doing that, I was sort of thinking, oh wow, that's quite creative. I never had something like that. But then the moment he says like just find a rather quick instant induction, and my head was going through all the ones like, oh, which one am I gonna
which
do?
one I can choose now?
Yeah, so I was actually quite busy in my head. Because I also wanted one that kind of makes sense to do it in a remote setting, and I was putting myself more in the mindset that where if people watch this, they can even do this on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in my head searching for the right technique. What I found quite hard to do was, once you are already in the trance, so you see my eye rolls were getting deeper and deeper. It was getting harder to speak at the same time because that's not what I'm used to do. And I know some other hypnotists actually train themselves into doing that. So they will do like a live demo where they will do self-hypnosis, basically like what I did. And that's what they call self-hypnosis. So they will be able to put them in a trance while they're still able to even lead the session. So they will be keep talking at the same time where you can already see that every time they open their eyes, the eye already roll to the back.
That's how I went to ultra height by myself, just by reading the script.
Yeah.
I brought myself there, and at a certain time I had to let myself go into the experience, so I stopped talking. But it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
You really have to train to do it.
Yeah.
It's not something that comes that natural. Yeah, I understand the feeling.
The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. I mean, absolutely perfect and feeling better and better. Following every suggestion perfectly to the best of your abilities as you feel better and better with each and every suggestion that you follow. That's it. And on the next count of three, your eyes will open. You will find that you are no longer yourself. In fact, you are no longer even human. On the next count of three, your eyes will open and you will find yourself just instantly transformed into that of a chicken, as you will think, act, and feel just as a chicken would. And then next count of three, your eyes will open as you find yourself just instantly becoming that chicken, finding yourself pecking like a chicken, arms becoming chicken wings as you flap them and making chicken noises, as you would just instantly and automatically become that loud and proud chicken. Finding that the more you act like a chicken, the better and better you will feel, and the better and better you'll feel, the more you will actually turn into that chicken. And if you understand and accept that suggestion, you will just gently nod your head. So it sinks all the way into your mind. That's it. Because on that next count of three, you just instantly turn into that loud and proud chicken as you think, act, and feel just as a chicken would. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open now.
I do feel myself doing this,
Yeah.
but the problem is that I cannot make the chicken noise. So
No, you can't. So that's a little obstacle there in your mind.
yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, make sure you're nice and comfortable for me.
Yeah,
That's
really
it. Focus
good.
high up on that spot on your.
Yeah.
I decided that was an obstacle in your mind, that you had something that you already knew that, oh, it's something that I'm not good at. I cannot do those kind of noises. So you pulled yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forehead for me. That's it. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath in.
But I wanted to stress a little bit the concept of how many times did he say chicken? If you want to go back and count it, can we add a counter? I think I'm going to add a counter in editing. So 10, 15, 14.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it.
Breathing in that relaxation.
To drill the picture in.
And sleep now into relaxation. Sleep now into hypnosis. Deeper and deeper. That's it. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. And on the next count of three, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open. And you will find that your hand begins to slowly make its way towards your forehead. Next time you open your eyes, you will notice your hand slowly making its way towards your forehead.
Which one?
It's as if there's a strong magnetic force between your hand and your forehead, as you will find your hand just slowly making its way there. And as soon as your hand touches your forehead, you will just instantly and automatically sleep into a deep state of hypnosis, just like you are now. Next time you open your eyes, you will find your hand slowly making its way towards your forehead, just as if there's a strong magnetic force between them, just completely bringing them together. The more you try to stop your hand from touching your forehead, the stronger and stronger it will get. As on the next count of three, your hand just begins to move all the way towards your forehead as if it has a mind of its own, with that strong force pulling it in. And as soon as your hand touches your forehead, you just completely sink into hypnosis. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, perfect. Doing good? Feeling good? Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Doing great. All right. And make sure you're nice and comfortable for me. And freeze. And unfreeze. All right, perfect. Go ahead and look up high for me. Look up high at that spot. That's it. As high as you can. And freeze now. And sleep now. That's it. Deeper and deeper. Feeling better and better. Deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. On the next count of three, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open, and you will find that whenever you try to speak, whenever you speak, your tongue just falls right out of your mouth. It's as if your tongue is just doubled in size or became numb, whereas as if it has a mind of its own, as it will just completely fall out of your mouth. The next time you open your eyes, whenever you speak, it's as if you're...
I think you've noticed my reaction to that, because some suggestions, if they go against your sensitivity, like that is a picture that I really do not like. Like thinking that your tongue is so big in your mouth and it falls off. I don't like that picture.
But probably because you're now still thinking with your logical brain.
I'm sticking with my rational mind.
Once
definitely.
you're in the session, your feeling is different. Like now that watching it, I already felt, oh, why did I do that? But yeah, I think it's different when you're in the session. I think if you really notice like very the micro movement, because like I said, I always go a little bit ahead of schedule. So you can see like when he was still doing compounding a lot of times, like I was first very relaxed, and then you can see my body movement. I was getting higher and higher. Actually, by the time he says 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, I was already back to the normal sitting position. And then with this one, you could see that I was testing my mouth already, so you might notice tiny movements here. So I did feel that my tongue were getting a little bit
thicker.
Yeah, it is really this thicker feeling. I think thicker was really the best way to describe it. It's not really getting numb, but like just getting thicker. So you might notice that I have like very micro movements there.
Yeah.
So because normally I go a bit ahead.
I think it just works naturally even in the light version. Like think about your feet, and then you're going to feel your feet just by think about your tongue. Then you can feel it in your mouth, and you feel now how big it is actually for the mouth. But just by shifting the attention to a different part of the body.
Yeah. Tongue is just doubled in size, as it will just completely fall out of your mouth as if it has a mind of its own. The more you speak, the bigger and bigger your tongue feels, and the more and more it falls out of your mouth on the next count of 3. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, perfect, almost done. Feeling good? Yeah, perfect. Any questions so far, anything? No? Okay. Doing good. All right, make sure you're nice and comfortable. All right.
It felt a bit swallowed
breath
at
in.
the time.
Swollen.
That's how I felt there. Just want to say, like, if it's like visually not very clear, it just felt swollen.
Deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. That's it. And on the next count of 3, I'm going to count down from 10 down to 1. And you will find that with each number I count, you get sleepier and sleepier and find it harder and harder to stay awake and keep your eyes open. The next time you open your eyes, when I count down from 10 down to 1, with each number I count, you will find yourself just get 10 times sleepier, 10 times closer to sinking into that deep state of hypnosis. Next time you open your eyes, when I count down from 10, with each number I count, you just get sleepier and sleepier. Find it harder and harder to keep your eyes open, to keep your head up, as you would just get sleepier and sleepier. You won't even be able to make it down to the number 1, as you just get so sleepy and sleep down into a deep state of hypnosis, just like you are now. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, so what I want you to do is just focus right on the camera, and I want you to do your best to stay awake, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 2, 3, eyes open. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open now. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. That's it. Eyes open now. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. That's it. All right, try and stay awake now. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Eyes open now. That's it. All right, you're almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5. That's it. Just let yourself sink all the way down deeper and deeper. Deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper and deeper you go. I mean, absolutely perfect. You're feeling better and better. Deeper you go, the better you feel. Better you feel, the deeper.
I actually remember the hypnotist here, Austin. He made the clip of this part to post it on socials, and there was a guy commenting that it looks like she really wanted to be in. Now that watching it again, and I see the timestamp, it's already like almost half an hour in the session. So imagine that we'll keep doing this in and out, like constantly for so long. And at that moment, I was already like, you already give up your resistance so much. So that's why when he counts only the first 2, I already cannot open my eyes.
Yeah, the barriers are down.
Yeah. So if you just watch a clip, then you will think like, how is that possible? It must be that she really wanted it to happen. But yeah, I think that's just really the the state you're in after being in hypnosis in and out for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you're warmed off basically, and your resistances are naturally lower in that state specifically. So yeah.
Yeah. I actually watched some of the show Hypnosis, so that like people would go on the TV program, and actually one of them really showed a little bit of the preparation. So of course the main part is really about the fun thing they did, but they also showed that the hypnotist took the selected audience into the backstage. So he was doing basically what we are doing for half an hour just to prepare them, so that you could see like in the main show how crazy it
the
can
strongest
go.
version possible. No.
Yeah. So of course what you're seeing sometimes is really like just the final bits of like when they reach to the highest point, let's say.
Yeah.
But I think the preparations is really the build up.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And deeper you go. That's it. And then the next count of three, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open and you will be feeling completely normal. However, whenever you hear this music, whenever you hear that music, you will find yourself just instantly believing that you are in an orchestra as you play your instrument. You can choose any instrument you like, but as soon as you hear this music, whenever you hear that music, you just instantly begin playing your instrument. It's as if you are in the world's best orchestra playing for millions and millions of dollars.
I liked it.
Next time you open your eyes, whenever you hear this music, you're just instantly transformed and taken to being in that orchestra as you play your instrument for millions and millions of dollars. In fact, we can go ahead and practice that now, as whenever you hear that music from now on, you just instantly believe you are in an orchestra playing for millions and millions of dollars as you get your instrument and begin playing it. That's it. So from this moment on, whenever you hear that music, you instantly begin playing your instrument. If you understand that suggestion, just nod your head as it sinks all the way in your mind. That's it. And 1, 2, 3.
The cello.
Yeah. It was an interesting choice because I never played before. But I think that's how I see myself in an orchestra.
What are your hands doing?
I would have chosen the violin for myself, and you got
That's
the cello.
what most people would think, yeah.
Well, you heard
But
the music.
when you're in there, probably not.
Honestly, if I was in hypnosis, probably
Yeah,
I would have defaulted to the piano because
What does that feel like?
it's the easiest and the closest.
Interesting. But I'm a bit delayed to it, I feel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I feel I hear the music and then I do the movement.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right. So, what is your new book called? Now that you can, remember the name.
Yeah, it's called From Inner Peace. Sorry, from overthinking to inner peace.
Oh,
Sorry,
perfect.
30 minutes already.
What kind of people do you think would, get the most out of your book or find it the most beneficial?
I think it pretty much applied to everyone. And even though some people really think that they don't overthink, but it is still a tendency of in which situation.
Right.
But generally there are always more women that turn to overthink because you grow up in the environment where you need to be more emphasizing on other people's feeling and you're constantly worried about if you say or did the right thing. But I think we're also living in a very complicated society right now. There's so much expectation from everywhere that make people start to get a bit oversensitive of what's going on around them.
And we talk about this in chapter 2.
So that I feel the issue is actually pretty applicable for everyone. And it's nice that when you read the book that it really start to raise the awareness in you, that you notice that things you were just doing kind of on autopilot is kind of a symptoms or a pattern of your of how you think in a way that is just bringing you more stress.
Which is the recent feedback that we got, that it's actually very good to raise awareness. Like, oh, I didn't know that this trigger could bring to this. What I love about our book is that it's giving the opportunity to people to understand how their mind works a little bit better, so they can manage their self a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right. And people don't need to be familiar with hypnosis to get the most out of your book, right?
No, not at all. But we always find that using hypnosis will always help people to kind of have like a fast track way to go to the deep relaxation. And I also see a lot of people struggle with like doing mindfulness and meditation, that their mind is still racing so much. But using hypnosis or self-hypnosis, you can bring yourself directly into the deep state without having to really fight against the thoughts.
Right. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. All right, so make sure you're nice and comfortable for me. And I'll bring you out of hypnosis now. So take a nice, deep, relaxing breath in and sleep back down. Now that's it. Sleep back down. Now that's it. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you will completely emerge out of hypnosis, feeling absolutely amazing mentally, physically, and emotionally, feeling better than you felt all day long. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, awakening completely out of hypnosis, all previous suggestions gone, but feeling absolutely amazing mentally, physically.
He said it's all gone. You were testing me earlier. So that's also really important when you give the fun or the show hypnosis. Like, you should always reverse what you have done to the person. Especially if you're taking a number away from them, if you have
name,
implemented.
How is your mother called? You want to remember that, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Because we also heard a fun story of, I don't know, one of the founding father in our training institute, that he did the show hypnosis in Las Vegas, and then he did turn people into the chicken. But
with Jerry?
I think so. I don't remember if he's the person, but what happened was, like, after the show, the wife of that person basically contacted him because he basically ended up in the supermarket and then heard, I forgot what the word was, but he basically just started doing the chicken dance in the middle of a supermarket. So the wife really had to contact him just to erase the part that he's done. But of course he recognized he has done a couple of mistakes. Like, one thing is that he should have given the suggestion that it was really directed towards him. So it's every time I say the word. So
not every time you hear.
Yeah, exactly. So that was already the mistake number 1. And then, of course, that you should always take it back. Yeah.
I can give you my honest opinion about what I think. The mind is an extremely powerful tool, and we can actually use some processes like hypnosis to guide you into this journey, into this adventure, really. It also, of course, takes energy from yourself. I love the versatility of hypnosis, but I also do recognize that it's a strong process. It's not that it can become dangerous because you don't risk that much, because if something goes against your value, you're not going to execute the suggestion if it's against what you really believe. So at the end of the day, it's all good. It's just my personal inclination that I really want to use hypnosis as a tool to help, to heal.
Yeah.
So I know this is all good and light. I don't feel that it's something specifically for me.
Yeah.
When I go into hypnosis, I go very deep. I go to many places. I can gain insight, heal body and mind. Barking like a dog, I think that suggestion will never work on me, specifically because I have this personal stance. So I'm already a contrarian
Okay.
to the possible suggestion that I would get. So,
Yeah.
although I am a hypnotherapist, I'm not technically a good candidate for show hypnosis.
Yeah. I think that's also what we talk about if you will be losing control during hypnosis. And so from our understanding is that every hypnosis is a self-hypnosis because you do need to allow that suggestion to happen. And I'm now also using the word allow more in my sessions is just to really make people feel that they have the control. So even though I'm guiding them, but still they are the ones that are making it to happen. And that also works so powerfully in a regression part. So where you go back to a previous timeline of your life. Because we always say like, try not to remember, just expect to be there, you will be there, and allow that to happen. So it's like you are opening the door to just let it come naturally and not that you really have to do something, and also give back the control to the client themselves. Then back to the part about show hypnosis, I think it's still a fun thing to do, and the main point of me doing this collaboration with Austin was, you can already see from the title of these two videos. So he basically came to me with the idea that a lot of his clients ask like, can hypnotists even be hypnotized? Because they feel like if you already know all the tricks, then probably it won't work on you. So that's basically what our collaboration was about, just to try to show that, which is what I talk about in the first video. So I talk about actually knowing how it's supposed to work or how I can go deeper. I basically can even put myself more in the process, so I can even like reach a deeper state than normal people. But on another hand, because I know those things and I'm kind of always jumping ahead to analyze every move that he is doing, and if he's already saying certain things, I'm already thinking like, oh, probably he wants me to do this. So it's like kind of fighting with each other, but still, again, you need to allow it to happen. The moment that you want to try it, you are letting the process work on its own. But I do have to say I'm also leaning more towards the therapy side, because I do think hypnosis is a very powerful tool that it should be used for good reasons. So that's also why I have only worked with hypnotherapists for this kind of fun hypnosis. And normally at the end of our session, we will also do a little bit of therapy part. Not for like a deeper topic, we will at least do like a small relaxation just to make yourself forget about the worries and just to feel a bit more confident and happier, lighter. So that's kind of my principle with everyone that I work with. There are also a lot of crazy things going on in the world right now, because you could see that I'm pretty easy to be hypnotized. So I get a lot of invitations after my videos went live. I have encountered some weird suggestions too. And I think a really big trend that is going on right now is using hypnosis to treat, let's say, challenges with sexuality, because it a lot of times also have to deal with stress or your self-confidence.
Not too much in your mind.
Yeah. So when used in a proper way, it's super powerful. It can really help a lot of people, but sometimes we as hypnotists that we would also get weird requests like, oh, can you help me reach orgasm? And that's just kind of coming from nowhere. But
technically we could.
Yeah, we could. But if you really have any wishes in that perspective, there are actually many hypnotists who are now specialized in this part. So check their credentials and really make sure that you find someone who have already helped people in this area, and also making sure that they are using it for the better part of us. And
he's professionally trained.
Yeah, especially, yes, that they wouldn't be really taking advantage of you in the session. But on another hand, don't be too worried, just coming from a different perspective. Because like we said, every hypnosis is a self-hypnosis. So you are the one allowing it to happen. So you wouldn't really be losing control. There might be some videos that it looks like the girls are just totally under the spell of another person. But I always believe that part of them wanted to experience it, and then that's why they're letting it to happen.
And you also have to consider that in that specific situation, they know what the purpose is, they know what the intention is, there will be likely be cameras, so they are ready for the experience. That's why it works so well also.
Yeah, it's just like what I talk about with the one clip that's just taken out, then you would feel like it looks like she just wanted to go deep, but it's really not, because we already work on it for 30 minutes, so and then plus I was
and
already
it's not even the
intention.
first time.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the first time you could have a little bit, okay, I don't know this person, let's see. But after the first experience, it becomes much easier.
Yep. Yeah,
so, first session, even if you have some drawbacks on the second one, it's going to be all downhill.
Yep.
That's lovely. I really enjoyed this conversation, honestly.
Nice.
It was a funny video for me to watch you meowing on the video.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was something different and also a bit fun, because here in Mengjia, meowing, it was an experience for me. I hope it was also for you. But guys, again, thank you for watching. If you would like to leave a like and subscribe, or a comment to suggest what we can react, or even an idea for a next video, we would be very, very happy to have that. And don't forget to check out our books. It's available anywhere online. If you want to buy it physically, you can find it on Amazon. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.
Comfortable?
Oh wait, intro.
What intro?
Now you're drinking. You can swallow.